Okay, finally got everything going. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is the welcome session for middle school social studies. Please ignore this and this. I didn't actually have time to change out my PowerPoint, but it's the same information because this is just the welcome session. My name is Ms. Stokes. I will be the instructor for sixth grade social studies for the summer session. So I will be here on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 o'clock for this live session. This is an opportunity for you to come and interact with me in real time and ask questions about your course. Or get some guidance on what you should be doing. If you have questions about your grades or questions of more of a private nature, I would encourage you to reach out to me privately because these kind of sessions are open to all students. And so you wouldn't want to talk about grades in front of everybody. But I have given most people my phone number, my cell phone number. So feel free to reach out to me really anytime. I'll be happy to help you. Ignore this. This is for American government. This is my contact information as well as my contact information is also on the course syllabus. Please, you feel free to reach out to me anytime you need some help. Each course has a syllabus and schedule. I sent those to you last night in a welcome message. I'll also in just a moment show you where you can access this from the course homepage. The schedule is very important. Summer is fast and furious. There are assignments due every day. And there's a strict late policy put in place. So please, please, please let me know if you have questions after reviewing the syllabus and the schedules. This is an example of a schedule. As you can see, assignments are listed every day. They're also due every day. In just a moment, I'll go over the late policy. Like you can, as you can see, it's a lot to do in a short amount of time. So I am open to hearing your feedback about the assignments and how many assignments are due each week. So please just stay in contact with me. I would rather you reach out to me and tell me that the workload is too heavy so I can perhaps adjust. And Mira, I'm only saying this for the middle school students. This does not apply to American government because there's not nearly as much in American government as there is in middle school social studies. For the social studies folks, I'd much rather you reach out to me and say, I've looked at the schedule. That's a lot to do. I'm not sure if I can get it done, so I can have an opportunity to reduce some of the coursework. I'm happy to do that. So the suggestion is that you print off your schedule, see which assignments are due each day, and if you have questions, to please ask and don't make assumptions. So you might ask, what about vacation? If you have plans to go on vacation or go to camp or maybe even, excuse me, leave the country, just know that vacation is not an excuse for late work. You will not be given an extension for that. The expectation is that you will work ahead. All of the modules are open and you can always turn in work early, but problems occur when you turn in work late. So, speaking of late work, here's the late work policy. All of the items you see on your schedule are due each day by midnight. Work turned in after the deadline, meaning the next school day, will be accepted with a 20% late penalty assessed. I can take it that next day, but after that first day or that one school day late, I'm not allowed to take assignments and the zero stays. That's a Georgia virtual school policy. It's across all courses, so I can't deviate from that. Some things for you to remember is technical difficulties are not an excuse for assignments to be late. You have to have access to a computer. It's your responsibility to secure backup options. When technical difficulties arise, you can go to the public library. You can go to a place that has free Wi-Fi and sit in their parking lot if you have to. Most Georgia Virtual School courses can be accessed on a variety of mobile devices, your phone or tablet. So it's much easier now to complete assignments than what it used to be. I'll show you the course homepage in just a moment. We have the email feature here. I think, Kaylee, you've had some struggles getting into email. Some students do. I don't know why, but anyway, hopefully somebody will reach back out to you really soon. With that email, though, once you get access to it, you'll also have access to Office 365, the Microsoft Office suite, which includes Word and Excel, PowerPoint, and whatnot. When you submit assignments, it's important to save them with a common file format, such as you see here. Occasionally, students will turn in assignments that have some kind of weird or strange file extension, and I can't open them. And so what happens in a case like that is I will put a 0 in the grade book for that assignment with a comment that says I could not open the file. You have 1 day to resubmit in a file format that I can open, and then I will grade that with no late penalty. After 1 day, then I cannot accept the assignment. So it's very important for you, when you turn something in, make sure you get a grade for it. And if that grade is a 0, even though you turned it in, look at the comments to see why you got a 0. Did you really just do that poorly on the assignment, or was there a problem with it? And if you can resubmit it, then resubmit it. I expect you to do your own work. Don't copy from other people. Don't allow other people to do your work for you. Don't copy from the internet. These are pretty common rules. Using somebody else's work is called plagiarism, and it's pretty easy for me to spot. You wouldn't think so, but it really is. So let's just make sure we all are, when we write things, we're writing them from our own words and not someone else's. So on the homepage, if you have questions, there is a help button. And under the student resources tab, there are a lot of resources for you to use, including the student handbook. And a new student success site, which I was looking at earlier. It's really helpful. I'll show you that in just a moment. When using Georgia Virtual School, we prefer that you use Mozilla Firefox or Chrome. Those are the best browsers that work with our system. If you're using Internet Explorer, that browser does not work well at all with Georgia Virtual School System. So if you're having trouble or struggling to do something in Georgia Virtual School, check to see what browser you're using. And if you don't have Mozilla Firefox or Chrome, they're free downloads. You can easily put them on your desktop. You'll be using your Georgia Virtual School email for correspondence. I suggest that you check that daily to see if you have emails from me. Also, if your grade drops below 70, we have an automated system that will send out grade notification emails to parents on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The grade book will be kept up to date, so you should always know what your grade is in the course. The synchronous office hours are what you're in right now. I will hold them on Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. In the middle school class, I only have 3 students, so we can be flexible on those. There may be occasions where you don't need to come and sit and talk to me, and that's perfectly fine. These sessions are not mandatory. They are, you can come if you want. Usually how I will work them is it's a question and answer session. I may go over a little bit of content if you would like, or give directions on some assignment if you want. If you have a question that you'd like for me to go over but you can't attend, you can always email that question to me and I'll be happy to go over it. The sessions are always recorded, so if you miss a session that you wanted to attend, you can always listen to the recording. I'm going to skip this one because students really don't talk in these, so no need to go to Walmart and buy a microphone. I don't know why they said that. The student grades, also middle schoolers, please disregard this because this is different for you. And I'm just going to, I'll show you that on your syllabus in just a moment. So what you can expect from me is your assignments will be graded within 1 school day of being submitted. As I said before, zeros will be entered for incomplete work. I will provide feedback on all quizzes, discussions, and Dropbox items. And please, please, please don't hesitate to ask questions about your grades if you have them. I would rather answer questions and get misunderstandings cleared up prior to the end of the semester. That way we have a chance to fix. Okay, let's take a look at a GAFS course. Hopefully, once I reduce this, and then give me just a second, put that right there. I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to start sharing. All right. So y'all let me know if you can see this. You can just type something in the chat box and tell me if you can see. This is the home page. I'm going to go ahead and click here on the Middle School Summer Social Studies home page. So if you can see this, just type something in the chat box that says yes or no or are you able to see this page, Kaylee? Can you see this page? The home page? Yeah, okay. All right, so this is our course homepage. Here is the teacher information. That's how you can contact me if you like. Here under course information, here's that 6-week schedule and the 5-week schedule. I'm going to go ahead and click on the 6-week schedule and show you your grading percentages. So coursework quizzes, that's 35%. Discussions are going to be 10%. Look at this right here. Tests, projects, and essays, it's 40%. That's a huge chunk of your grade, okay? So make sure you're on point with those, because if you make a low grade on a test, project, or essay, it's really, your grade's really going to take a hit. And then the final exam is going to be 15%. Here's that schedule that I was telling you about. I have added what's a Dropbox item, what's a quiz. So please just stay in touch with me about the assignments. Okay. On the course homepage, on the announcements every day, I'm going to list what's due today. Excuse me. So you can look here to find out what you're supposed to be working on in addition to the schedule. And particularly if I take assignments off the schedule, I will let you know here in the announcement. This classroom bulletin board right here, that's where you can link your email, hopefully. You may have problems. And let's see. Up here, under course materials, if you click on content, these are the different units that we'll study. And they have links to all the contents, the different things you need to read to learn, and links to the assignment drop boxes. Okay? And the discussion topics. And how I got here is I went to course materials and I went to content. Okay, that was course materials and content. Under assessments, You'll see the discussions, the Dropbox, the quizzes, also your grades are posted here. Okay, so that is the kind of a quick overview of the course. Kaylee, do you have any questions? Okay, well, like I said, I am going to be keeping an eye on the schedule. Um, and what I might do is just add some, like when we talk about discussions, you know, that's not an essay. That's a comment. Okay. So I just want to make sure that all my middle school students stay in touch with me and let me know how they feel about um, the pacing schedule, because I don't want to overload you to the point where you are struggling to get your work in. So let me quit sharing. Stop sharing. All right, Kaylee. Well, if you don't have any other questions for me, I don't have any other questions for you other than, well, there's a couple of things real quick. If you need help, here's some help sessions that they are allowing students to go to help them learn how to navigate the Georgia Virtual School System. And then the very last, this is again from the old other class, just know that I'm here to help you. I want you to succeed. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need help. And let's have a great semester. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off the recording for this. Okay. And Kaylee, I'm done. Unless you have something you need to ask me, we are